Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Lovegrove for Greer Tidbits, and today I am joined for a very special interview by Andy Merriman, the new City of Greer Administrator. Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, we are glad to have you here in the City of Greer, and during the midst of COVID and all this craziness, one big thing happened here in the city, and that was Ed Driggers retiring and you stepping in. So to start off, you're the new City Administrator. Who are you? You were in West Virginia previously, so tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I started my career in Florida right out of graduate school, and spent about a year there. Moved back to South Carolina, worked in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Then moved to West Virginia. Was in a little town in West Virginia called Bluefield. Back to South Carolina in Aiken County. Then back to York County, South Carolina, where I had started my local government career, and then here to Greer. So. Born, I'm a South Carolina guy, grew up here in Greenville County, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, well, that is great. So you stepped in right as the Center T first stage was wrapping up, right in the middle of the hotel and parking garage project. So what's your plan to kind of wrap those projects up smoothly, but then moving forward, how do you keep this downtown development going?
Well, I think there's two parts to that. One is just finishing up both of those projects. They're going fantastically. We've got a talented group of project managers, both on the private and public side, that are working on that, and they're going to bring those projects to fruition. One of which, the garage behind us here, is virtually finished. Hopefully, we'll be parking in there in the next month and a half or so, just to make sure we get all the I's dotted and T's crossed. The hotel, as you can see, is getting bricked in. It's looking good. Those guys are doing a fantastic job. We've had a great working relationship with them. But those are two very important parts of our downtown. But really, I think the next big thing in downtown is really, what is the next big thing in downtown? We've got a committed business community downtown. We've got a significant amount of interest. I think Dine on Trade is a perfect example through the fall of not only the dedication of Greer Station or our chamber, everybody that plays a part in that, but just the business owners and the restaurants downtown embracing it and seeing it for what it is. It's that kind of that energy that's going to give us whatever the next big thing is. You're going to see some redevelopment here around town, but the heart of Greer is going to continue to grow and keep beating. We'll have the Parkview apartment project breaking ground hopefully pretty soon. So again, it's just a matter of getting feet and people down here to continue to patronize what is a great and strong downtown.
Yeah, so you're new here running the city of Greer, but I'm curious to know, what do you want citizens and kind of people in Greer to know about you?
Well, I think the most important thing to know about me as an administrator is what's my philosophy. And my philosophy as an administrator is, I believe wholeheartedly in getting the basics right. That the citizens of Greer are to be served with high quality and professional staff, police, fire, building development, your public services folks, your finance people. We're going to do the basics right, and we're going to get those basics right, and we're going to continue to serve and provide those services to the citizens correctly. It's about, government is not the private sector. And so we have an obligation to use tax dollars wisely and to deliver services as quickly and efficiently as possible with those things in mind. It's not gonna be fluff. It's not gonna be a bunch of showiness. It's just gonna be grind it out and getting it done right. That is my philosophy.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.